think most of you know me, if not by my name, certainly by my face. Spitting image of my father. And I knew him as my father. He was a good man. And one of the things that kind of stuck, you think about this and you start remembering back on the times, and one that popped out, and I don't know why it popped out, but it did. I remember when we were going up to see my mother's family in the reunion, which is always a joyous time for him. So we drove up all the way up to Minnesota and through North Dakota, and we were going to go do this long trek over into the mountains. And we ended up stopping. It's little mundane moments that kind of stick with you. We stopped it for gas. And so we got gas, and we ended up with the caravan and started heading out. We drove for about 30, 40 minutes, and all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, crap! You forgot to pay the guy at the gas station." So I was thinking, well, okay, we forgot to pay the guy. This is good. We saved a little money. He turned around, he stopped. And I had to be like 13, 14 at the time. And I'm like, what the hell is he doing? He stops, he turns around, we drive 40 minutes back. And he goes and pays that man. And the attendant was shocked. He just didn't really believe somebody would do that and then come back and pay. But he went and came back and paid. And that was kind of my dad. He did, the thing that sticks with me as I was growing up was no matter what we did, we always had to do it right. And you had to do the right thing. And so that was the thing that stuck with me.
I am not going to be using the microphone. Can everybody hear me? Even you guys back there, can you guys hear me?
We hear you.
Okay, good. My grandpa was as sweet as these flowers smell. Like this tiger, he was fierce and he loved LSU, so that's why it's up here. And like the tiger's fur, he had a golden heart. And like Grandma just said, he either was reading a book, having a fishing pole in his hand, or I don't know what else, sleeping, I'm guessing. Yeah, he did take naps a lot, so. And I really miss Grandpa. He really was good. All of us are sad today, and that's all I gotta say.
I'm Charlie Hewes. I'm a little younger than these other guys, but I have a picture here that I ran across when I was a Cub Scout from 1949, and Buzzy and David Owen were our Boy Scout sponsors. I reckon, I don't know what they called them back then, but maybe to halfway keep us out of trouble, and we appreciate it a lot. Of course, Buzzy in this picture has a full head of hair, as he does in some of the pictures up here. But I was talking to David out there. Remember one incident, we went up in the woods in Harrison County. That might have been around the airport or not too far away. It wasn't nearly developed then like it is now. It's kind of a damp day. We didn't have much to do, and I'm not an outdoorsman. I don't hunt like these other guys. Still don't today. But anyway, so I had a hatchet, and there was a stump there. And they said, now, chop down on it, don't chop sideways. Well, chop down, it was nothing to it, nothing going on. I wanted to chop the stump down, so I just reared back, and I hit that stump with all I had in it, bounced back up and hit me in the head. That might be part of my problem today. My wife, Henry Ann, might go along with that. But anyway, blood started coming. David ran and got Buzzy ran and got the ambulance. David patched my head up best he could. They eventually got me to Dr. Archie Hewes, and he put clamps up there. And you can hardly see it today, and there may be effects, but I appreciate them taking the time and being with us, and really had some good experiences, good old friends. My mother mentioned about living there on 21st Avenue. My grandmother Price lived on the corner there. And so Ms. B, we called her Ms. B. We never knew she was Ms. Burns. But anyway, she was a really dear friend of my mother, Janie, my Aunt Frances Bradford, and my Uncle Andy Price. And we just appreciate those friendships. And I have a quote here from Oliver Wendell Holmes about friendship. There's no friend like the old friend who has shared our morning days. No greeting like their welcome, no homage like their praise. Fame is the scentless sunflower with gaudy crown of gold, but friendship is the breathing rose with sweets in every fold. So, thank you.
Anyone else like to get up and share some? Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I'm Richard Gist from Mandeville. I've known Buzz for about 40 years now. And he came to Brookhaven, Mississippi in the early 70s from Denver. I guess that's where he left after college. And we worked together all these years. We fished together. And unlike that fishing reel out in the lobby, we actually caught a few fish. I noticed out there it was toddies and charcoal fire and a steak. We ate fish down at the mouth of the river, and Buzz and our fishing buddies are all here in that club down there, and we had a real good time. Like the first speaker said, Buzz was a lot of fun. His laugh was infectious, and when he laughed, we laughed. I remember I had a litter, dog had a litter of pups, and I was wanting to give Buzzy one. Buzz said, I'm having a hard time with Karen. She doesn't want to have a dog. The dog kept growing. Buzz, you got to take this dog pretty soon. And he came in, he finally said that he had reached terms and he could take the dog. And the way I understand it, Karen took the dog and it really became her dog. She liked it so well. But he's been a good friend, and we all enjoyed him over in Louisiana while he was away from y'all here. And I could tell from some of the speakers you had a good time with him here. And we'll miss him also over there.